Welcome back, everyone. Talk about a game of runs. It felt like both teams took turns going up back and forth big runs, and well, thankfully the Lakers were able to go on the final one. But before we get too far into it, be sure to check out g2a.com for the best deals in your favorite games, credits, and everything digital entertainment. You can check them out in the video description down below. But now getting back to the video, and after giving up an 11-0 run during the early third quarter, the Lakers came right back with a 17-0 run of their own during the late third quarter, which they eventually built up to a 20-point lead during the fourth quarter, and that pretty much won them the game. And no matter what way you look at it, it was really a collective group effort for their team. They got great production from LeBron and Anthony Davis, from a quote-unquote third guy, with that being D'Angelo Russell with 28 points, which led their team by the way. And then, believe it or not, their bench unit played really well to add the icing on the cake here. After all, it's not very often they get 25 points in their bench, but they got exactly that in this one. And not only points, but really good all-around production, with great 3-point shooting from Taurean Prince, and then great defense from all three of Dinwiddie, Hayes, and Gabe Vincent. I know we have talked a lot about the lack of production their bench has given them lately, but we gotta give credit where credit is due. They played great in this one, with every single one of their bench guys having a positive plus-minus rating, with the main rotation guys even being over +10 each. And again, I love the defense that they played. We'll get to the elite defense that Anthony Davis played in a little bit here, but let's not overlook what Dinwiddie, Hayes, and Vincent were able to do. I think we often tend to forget how bad Jackson Hayes looked earlier this season, because you definitely would not know it from how he looks right now. The guy who's been playing great defense for them, has been a great pick and roll partner for their guards, and then has even improved his rebounding too, finally becoming a truly reliable backup big, which I think will lead to him having a productive 10+ year career. And then for Dinwiddie and Vincent, I think this is what their team envisioned from their backcourt off the bench. Now, they obviously did not plan for Dinwiddie, but he's taken that defensive-minded guard role quite well. In fact, I think that he's playing the best defense of his entire career. And then finally, we cannot forget to mention Anthony Davis here when talking about defense. The guy was simply elite, there's really no other way to put it. I mean, he's pretty damn great in every game that he plays, but this one in particular is worth watching back. Not only did the guy have 6 block shots alone, but he was the definition of a defensive anchor for them around the rim. It was definitely not by coincidence that Cleveland shot only 43% from the field. They were not able to get a single thing going inside the 3-point line. And then, like I referred to before about the Lakers' backcourt defense, they were pretty damn good there as well, holding Cleveland to under 33% from 3. But overall, I thought it was a great all-around game for their team. The only real thing I have to complain about here would be their turnovers. Their primary ball handlers had 9 of them alone during the first half, and they ended up finishing with 14 of them, with the guys I'm referring to here obviously being D'Lo, Reeves, and LeBron. Other than that though, I really don't have that much to complain about. They looked absolutely elite on defense, having 22 combined blocks and steals, shot over 55% from the field and over 43% from 3, and then got great production from their bench unit too. And after that win, they have officially become the 8th seed, or at least for the time being anyways, with them being 0.5 games ahead of Sacramento, and then 0.5 games back of New Orleans, which could eventually change by the time the night is over, but things are definitely looking up for their team right now. And with all of that being said, I'll let you hear from their team about their win tonight. And after listening, let me know your thoughts about this game in the comments down below.
All right, Anthony Davis, you hold the Cavs to 97 points, 6 blocks, 3 steals for you, all kinds of deflections. Defensively, what was the key?
Knowing they had high-power offense, Darius Garland, Strus, Donovan Mitchell, Terrence LeVert, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen with the intangibles on offensive rebound and things like that. So, we had to lock in defensively. Obviously, it's an early game. You got to try to find your energy. Not something that we're used to, but just try to come out, set the tone defensively.
You guys still more work to do in terms of where you could get and where you want to get. At some point over this streak of winning 9 out of 10, do you think you guys have convinced each other at all anything that, in terms of like, what you were put together for and maybe what could be ahead?
Yeah, we're very confident in our ball club. We laugh about like, winning 9 out of 10, trying to outlet like whatever. and we haven't went anywhere. Like, we still in ninth. So it's like, it's how good the West is, right? So, but we're confident, very confident in our ball club, and you know, every time we step on the floor. I think the biggest difference is that we're just having fun. Like, we're holding each other accountable. You know, somebody mess up, we're yelling, screaming at them, but nobody's taking it personal because we all know what we're here for, to try to win. So we're having fun. We're having a great time out there playing basketball, and you know, we're staying together.
Eddie, you mentioned that you know, you guys you hadn't been moving really despite the winning. Yesterday, Boston wins at the buzzer basically. New Orleans loses to San Antonio. Was there any acknowledgement of the opportunity to actually gain ground? Was that spoken, or do you think guys just kind of know at this time of year?
No, it was no acknowledgement. I think for us it's just continue to focus on one game at a time and continue trying to win games and let the rest take care of itself. We know the position that we're in, the opportunity that we have. Obviously today was a big opportunity, you know, to move up to 8, which we did. But I think what's understood, you know, doesn't have to be explained. And we all know the position that we're in, you know, and what we can do with four games left. 4 games left. So just keep stacking, keep focusing on one game at a time, and continue to do what we're doing, especially on the defensive end.
AD, Darwin was alluding to this a little bit, but some of the perimeter defense maybe a little bit better of late, and that allows you to not have to just make up for other things and also try to do your job. Have you noticed that evolve so that you're not cleaning everything up, but you can kind of be more special in certain spots when not having to clean up?
Yeah, I mean, it keeps me around the rim, you know, on the bigs, where now our guards aren't you know, trying to box out bigs where the other team's big have advantage. So when our guards are guarding how they are on the perimeter, keeping the ball in front, making guys take tough twos or tough shots, it's easy for me to stay connected, and I don't have to help as much. And now, you know, myself, Rui, Lebron, we can go get the rebound and get out and run. So the times it's tough when, you know, you get beaten and now I have to step up and they throwing a lob or dumping it off and we're not reacting fast enough, or we're just too small because our guards are small. So anytime we're able to guard, have we been guarding, then it helps our defense.
AD has the 6 blocks and the 3 steals. We know how central he is to everything, but can you speak to that, and then what else was there alongside him defensively today?
I just, you know, the things we've been talking about, being better on the ball, guys just not dependent on AD to clean up everything and allowing themselves to be blown by and whatnot. Just being great on the ball, man. We had some great guys, some great performances defensively from several guys, you know. D'Lo, first half, just moving his feet, staying in front. Austin, you know, he draws a really tough matchup every game, being in that starting lineup. Gabe coming off the bench, Spencer off the bench, Torian, everybody, Rui. And so a central focus was for us yesterday, just talking about being great on the ball, handling small pick and rolls better, more communicative in our normal pick and roll coverage with a small and a big. And that was it. And that just enables A to go out and be the great defender that he is, great player at the rim, out on the perimeter, covering up for everything. His activity, just forcing people to change shots and forcing people into turnovers, as well as his blocks and steals. So just that's what we got to hang our hat, our identity, you know, going forward. Just the way we defend. Once we defend, we get stops, hold teams to one shot. What we do offensively is just through the roof. Like it's hard to contain us, and the defense helps the offense when you're able to force live ball turnovers, hold teams to bad shots, long misses. It ignites your break and allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.